I'm going to show you how to use law of attraction to live your best life. But first, who am I? My name is Faith, and my goal is to help aspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and high achievers reach their goals by teaching you how to take action, stay consistent, and make your goals happen. And today we're talking about how to use the law of attraction to live your best life. First, you gotta know exactly what you're attracting to you. What do you want? Have an image in your head. The best way to get an image in your head is to write it down on paper. I never wrote down what I wanted on paper, and I always heard that you need to visualize what you see. You need to see it in your head. And I would close my eyes and try to see it, but I literally couldn't see it. The problem was I hadn't written it out. Because when you write stuff out, it paints a picture in your head. It literally paints a picture in your head. Words. Think about this. I want you to imagine your bedroom, or imagine your grandma's house. Imagine your car. When I speak these words, what comes to your mind? Images. You saw your room, you saw your grandma's house, you saw your car, but you only saw that because of the words I spoke. And the words you write down will have the same effect on your mind. So you need to write down the life you're trying to attract so that you can see it in your head. Because until you can see it in your head, you're not going to attract it. So pause the video right now, like an actionable step, and write down the life you want. And don't think about if this can happen, how you can make it happen. Like, don't doubt yourself or say, okay, I need to have a plan. That doesn't matter. All that matters is you have an image of what you want in your head. Now, once you have that dream life written down, ask yourself, what can you do? What do you have to do to get there? Literally, make your plan. Make your plan to get there, because now you have the end goal in your head. You know what you're working towards. It's like with a car, you gotta have a end destination to put into your GPS, and then you can drive there. Well, now we have the end destination. Now we gotta figure out how you're going to get there. What do you have to drive? What route do you have to take? Now there's a lot of different routes you can take. You can literally do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. We have learned how to fly. 100, 200 years ago, it would have been, they would have thought we were crazy if you said, yes, we're going to fly to the moon and back. We're going to have airplanes going around the sky. We can just do it. They would have thought we were crazy, because back then nobody thought we could fly in the air. It had never been done. But guess what? Somebody did, the Wright brothers, because they had an idea. They had the image of what they wanted. Think about your phone. You can literally connect with millions of people on your phone at the tap of a button. 200 years ago, that would have seemed like the most crazy, bizarre thing to say. That, oh, if I want to message somebody in Hawaii, if I want to talk to somebody in Canada, I can do that in 2 seconds. They would have thought you were crazy, but it got done. Why? Because somebody had an idea of what they wanted to do, and they created it. Once they had the idea, they made the plan. So what are you going to do to get there? What are you going to do? You can do whatever you want, because you wouldn't get the image of what you wanted if you couldn't create it. So you ain't got to worry about what happened. Just think of a plan. It doesn't have to be the perfect plan. It can be the most crappiest plan. You're not going to get it the first shot. But you need to have that first attempt so you can do another attempt and another attempt and learn something new from what you did to do something different. You feel me? So write a plan, and if you really don't know what to do, then look up what to do. Like, literally look up what you want to do and how to do it. Read a book on it, watch some videos on it, get some ideas. And once you have kind of a good idea of what you gotta do, write it down on paper and start working on it. I'm telling you, the first idea, the first plan will be trash. It's not going to work, but that's okay, because you need to fail to start again, and then try again and again and again to make progress. Babies didn't just learn how to walk by just walking. They learn by falling, getting up, falling, getting up, falling, getting up, and trying again until they started walking. And the same process has to happen for you. Make your plan. Now, as you're working on your plan, this is where the law of attraction really kicks in. Because normally when you have a plan, you start working on it, what happens? You start getting different images in your head. You start doubting yourself. You start thinking it's not going to work. You start worrying, oh, am I going to waste my time? You start thinking, oh, people are going to be laughing at me because I'm not where I should be, and I should be this far ahead, and I'm not, and I just suck. Like, you're going to have so much negative chatter, but you're going to reject the idea that you want to come towards you. See, the law of attraction is always happening. You are always pulling something to you. You're always attracting something to you, but it only comes through the most dominant thoughts in your mind. And if you always think, oh, this is gonna work, oh, I'm gonna mess up, oh, I'm gonna fail, guess what? You're going to stop working on the idea. You're going to stop attracting that life you want towards you. So, when you start working on your action plan, I want you to hold the image of the best life you want, that end goal. Hold that in your head instead of the doubts and anxiety and the fear. Hold that image of what you want in your head. And if you can do that, you will attract what you want because you're no longer rejecting it. You're pulling it towards you because that's the only thing you're focused on. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. So you can get whatever you want if you just stay focused on it. And that is how you use law of attraction. By having an end goal, making a plan, and then working on that plan while staying focused on the end goal, not on if it will work, because it will work. If you had the image, that means it can work. The Wright brothers had the image that they could fly, even though nobody had ever flown before. They had the image, and guess what? They flew. The same thing applies to you. If you have the image, you can do it. But you gotta hold that image in your head. And a really good way to keep the image in your head is to have a goal card. Now, I keep this in my pocket, and every time my hand touches my pocket, I have to read this. Here's what it says. I'm a successful entrepreneur with a course that helps people reach their goals. I'm so thankful for this life and the confident work I put in to get here. I believe that I saw it, I got it. I successfully coach people who want to reach their goals. I'm so thankful for the ambitious people I get paid to coach. I read this every single time my hand goes in my pocket and touches the card. And what happens is it keeps that image in my head. So whenever I'm thinking, oh my goodness, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm getting afraid, I'm getting scared. My hand goes in my pocket, I touch that, and literally the image flashes in my head, and my vibration changes, my emotions changes, my energy changes, and my actions change as a result. And now, that life I want that I wrote on that card is back en route towards me. And that is how you use the law of attraction. Now remember, take action, stay consistent, make goals happen, and I will see you later.